A lot to get into on today's edition of Philadelphia 76ers Now by Chat Sports. Chase Sr. here with you. You'll hear and see from producer Chip coming up here in just a little while. Story number one, according to a report, a Joel Embiid contract extension expected soon. And also over the last couple of days, there have been some rumblings about the 76ers schedule, some leaks, some news. And we have some Sixers schedule updates we want to get to, what we know so far. Before we dive into all of that, let's take a look at our August sub-battle. Philadelphia 76ers now had a record summer, and it really all started with our 10-hour live stream waiting for Paul George to sign with Philadelphia. No sleep till PG. The real ones know. And now, here in August, things have slowed down a little bit, but I'm still trying to get some dubs. Let's pick up the victory here. A look at all of the NBA channels here at Chat Sports and how they're faring as far as subscribers picked up since August 1. 76ers now, 102. Let's overtake Warriors today, Knicks now, and the Bulls report. Hit that sub button for informative, insightful, entertaining, and thought-provoking Sixers coverage, which comes your way year-round right here on 76ers Now on YouTube. Joel Embiid contract extension. What's the latest on this front? In the NBA, it's funny. It seems as though star players sign extensions every couple of years, even though they have a couple of years remaining on their respective deals. Embiid is expected to begin contract negotiations with Philadelphia before the season starts. That coming from Michael Kaskey of ESPN 97.3. Now that the Olympics are over and Joel Embiid is returning to the United States with a gold medal hanging around his neck, the star center is expected to discuss a contract extension with Philadelphia prior to the start of this upcoming season, according to league sources. The two sides could technically wait a year and look to agree on an extension next offseason, but that's also not necessary if both sides want to get a deal done. And all indications are that Embiid would like to spend the entirety of his career in Philadelphia if possible. As a result, it wouldn't be surprising if an agreement was reached this offseason. I know a lot of people worry about Joel Embiid's age, his injury history. At that size, given the injury history, how will he age? But this is kind of a no-brainer from a team building, team roster construction standpoint. Embiid's current contract in 2024-2025, he's due $51.4 million. In the NBA, it's different than the NFL. The base salary and the cap hit are the same. 2025-2026, $55.2 million. And then he has that player option down the road, 2026-2027, of $59 million. The Embiid extension details, he is currently eligible for a 3-year, $192.9 million extension. He would have to decline his player option in 2026-2027 and then sign before the first day of this upcoming season. So then with the extension, this is how things would kind of shake out here. 51.4 this year, 55.2 the next, 59.5 in 2026-2027, 64.3 after that, and then $69 million, very nice, in 2028-2029. Philly has dealt out some serious cash, as we know. Embiid's already on a max. Tyrese Maxey got a max. Paul George under contract on that max deal. So Morey is putting all of his faith in this group. And when you think about an older Embiid making $60+ million up to 69, yeah, that's a lot. But you're hoping that over the next couple of years, you can truly cash in, win an NBA championship, make some deep playoff runs to make these investments worth it. Paul George got a 4-year, $211.5 million deal. Maxey, 5 for nearly $204. And then Embiid on the projected 3-year, $192.9. Chip, you make this move with Embiid. You want to keep this core together. This is a way to do that. Obviously, it comes with some risks, though.
Yeah, look, you're going to be paying Paul George and Joel Embiid a ton of money in 27, 28, 28, 29 when they're getting older. And who knows, what the team and what those players are going to look like by then. But I still think it's a no-brainer here at this point. Look, you didn't sign Paul George to a 4-year deal with the idea of 4 years down the line, what are you going to look like? You signed him to this deal to get him in the building now.
Yeah.
And so that's why it makes sense to get Embiid his extension now. There's no need to wait and put things off as we're moving forward. Get everybody all in the building right now. They know what the expectations are. This team, there's a lot of pressure on them to get this done in this next couple years.
Yeah.
Because again, as we mentioned, how are these players going to age? What's the team going to look like long term? But now Embiid, Maxey, Paul George, obviously Embiid deserves this money. Could have waited and actually got more money next year, but he obviously wants to be here. Just get it done. The focus now, if he gets it done before the year, can just be playing basketball and getting that championship.
There's so much excitement around this team right now that could easily flip on its head if the Sixers get bounced in the first round, if it's a 4-5, 3-6, and an Eastern Conference that's very loaded. Shoot, if they don't make it past the second round, that's the hurdle. That's the litmus test. Get past the second round with this team that is fully capable of doing that. Coming up next here on the show, parts of the 76ers schedule revealed. We know the opener. We know a Christmas game. Paul George's return to the Clippers. Stay tuned for all of that. On yesterday's show, we showed you these Team USA shirts. It's pretty cool that Joel Embiid is a gold medalist with Team USA, and these shirts are awesome. A lot of the players were wearing these out after USA won gold against France on Saturday night. Chatsports.com/Team USA. Use that link. Thanks to our friends at Fanatics, you can look fresh in that Team USA shirt. What we know about the 76ers schedule. Let's segue to that here and starts to get the excitement brewing a little bit because we can look ahead to the upcoming 2024-25 season. October 23rd, that is the season opener for Philadelphia. The Sixers will open up the season at home against the Milwaukee Bucks. It's the second year in a row that Philadelphia will open up with Milwaukee. That game last year coming down to the wire, the debut of Nick Nurse, and it came down to the last couple of seconds. The 76ers NBA Cup schedule, the in-season tournament here, New York Knicks on November 12th, Orlando Magic on the 15th, Brooklyn Nets on the 22nd, and then the Charlotte Hornets on December 3rd. The key NBA Cup dates: the tournament begins on November 12th. The group stage concludes on December 3rd. The quarterfinals will be December 10th and 11th. The semifinals taking place on December 14th. And then the title game, the championship, on December 17th. Last year, Indiana and the Lakers taking part in the first ever in-season tournament championship game. And how the NBA Cup works, as a little bit of a refresher, there are three groups in each conference. The winner of each group and then one wild card per conference advances to the quarterfinals. It's foreign. It's weird. The courts were an abomination, but it does add a little uptick, I guess, to the urgency and the competitiveness. On Christmas Day, Philadelphia once again play on Christmas, and hopefully our Christmas is not spoiled with coal in our stocking. Sorry, I had to do it. Dad joke. 76ers on the road, TD Garden, to take on the defending champion Boston Celtics. So that's a game that will do ratings, and we'll get to see how Philadelphia matches up against Boston, a team that they're trying to get over the hump against, both individually and in the Eastern Conference. On November 6th, it will not take long for Paul George to make his return to LA. The Sixers will travel to the Crypto.com arena, and they will play the Clippers on that November 6th date. The full NBA schedule reveal will take place coming up on Thursday, August 15th, 3 p.m. Eastern, noon for those of you watching on the West Coast. And Chip, your overall takeaways with this? Clearly, Philadelphia is going to be a national TV draw all throughout this season, given how that roster is loaded.
Yeah, they already have a lot of big games clearly on the schedule, and they're going to have more when this full schedule comes out on Thursday. I'm just so excited to get to watch this team play again, man. From opening night all the way to the last game of the season, how is this team going to look?
Yep.
How are they going to grow? And I'm also curious, to see that this is the second year of this in-season tournament. Obviously, the Lakers won it last year, and kind of a big joke. Like, of course, the Lakers were the team to come out in the regular season,
Right.
try so hard and win that, and then don't even end up doing anything in the playoffs. But I'm interested to see, Knicks, Magic, Nets, Hornets, not a terribly difficult group, so we'll see if the Sixers make a push there. I thought the intensity of those games last year, it wasn't quite playoff level, but it was higher intensity for it being regular season games.
Yeah.
So interested to see if, the players and the coaches get up for some of those games. But can't wait for this full schedule reveal. Get to see the other big games, nationally televised games the Sixers have. And I just can't wait to get the season started, man. It's getting me excited.
No doubt. And in speaking of the Sixers schedule, we do want to round out today's show with this poll question here. How many games will the Sixers win in 2024-2025? Over 50 for sure. 55, 60? You let me know down in the comment section. Get those early predictions in. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and we'll catch you tomorrow right here on the channel.